back to Charity Farms. My name is Teresa, but you can call me T. Tomorrow is March 14th, otherwise known as 3.14 or Pie. So tomorrow is Pie Day. What are we going to do? Oh, it is so yummy. We are going to make my version of a chocolate pie. It is very delicious, very delicate, and it tastes like heaven. It is so yummy. Everything's homemade, everything's from scratch. We're talking about the graham crackers. They're going to be chocolate graham crackers. I'm going to show you how to make that. All the way to the chocolate filling, all the way to, I actually make homemade whipping cream, but I put cacao in there that makes it taste like it's a mousse whip. It is divine and so good. Oh, yummy. It's like a dream, and you're floating in the clouds while you're eating it, and you don't want it to go away. Oh, so yummy. Here's a video. I hope you enjoy it. For the chocolate graham cracker crust, first mix in the wet ingredients, which are 1 tablespoon of molasses, 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, ½ teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/3 cup of agave, a ½ cup of softened butter or 1 stick. Blend everything until well combined. This will help to keep the butter soft and clump free once you add in 3 tablespoons of milk, and then blend it again. In a separate bowl, sift a 1/4 cup of cacao powder and 1 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour. The reason you want whole wheat flour instead of all-purpose flour is because the wheat is what gives the graham cracker the nutty flavor. If you only use all-purpose flour, then it will taste like a normal cracker. Add half of the flour to the wet ingredients and mix well, followed by the next half. Your dough should look wet and sticky, but easy to mold. Next, place a piece of parchment paper on the counter and take half of your mixture and roll it into a roll. Then place another piece of parchment paper on top of the dough and roll it out until it is flat. I am cutting circles to fit the ramekins I will be using for the dessert later, but you can simply slice along and not remove anything from the parchment paper. Slide your baking sheet underneath the parchment paper. Once it has been placed on a baking sheet, bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 degrees Celsius for 7 minutes. Once the graham crackers have been removed from the oven, remove the parchment paper from the baking sheet onto the counter to help cool. Repeat this process for the rest of your graham cracker dough. To make the chocolate sauce, in a saucepan over low heat, add 1½ cups of sugar, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 3 cups of milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, Once the butter has been combined, add in 1.5 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Whisk over low heat until all ingredients are well combined and moderately warm. In a separate container, add 4 egg yolks. Once your chocolate sauce is warm, you want to add a little to the egg yolk while mixing. This will temper your eggs. If you add the eggs before doing this, you take the chance of cooking your yolks before they marry in with the ingredients to help thicken the sauce. Once your sauce starts to simmer and get thick, set aside and allow it to cool. It will continue to get thick as it cools. Please note that if it is not as thick as you like once it is cool, you can place it back on low heat and heat it up until your desired thickness. To make the whipping cream, in a mixing bowl, add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1/4 cup plus 2 more tablespoons of powdered sugar, and 1/4 cup of cacao powder. Whip until frothy. For this assembly, I am placing 1 graham cracker, then 2 to 3 tablespoons of chocolate sauce, followed by another graham cracker and some more sauce. I then top it with chocolate whipped cream. It's not pretty whipped cream because you saw me do it, but you can always pipe it in. And it's the graham cracker that we made, the filling, the graham cracker, the filling, and then the whipped cream. And David and I are going to dive in and taste it. It's really good.
The whipped cream is not too sweet. Almost has a mousse consistency to it.
Yep. Yep. That's why I call it my chocolate mousse cake. This is Charity Farms chocolate mousse cake. Now I'm gonna try that graham cracker. Got it.
Oh, so good.
All right, let's try it. There's a graham cracker in here.
I get the graham cracker.
This is a really good pie. Now granted, I put it in a glass container so you could see everything,
Oops.
but this is going to be really fun and really enjoyable for our family. They're going to enjoy it, and I hope you do too. Thank you for watching. You have a blessed day. Bye.